used to be. I'm honored for this privilege that God has given me and the church. What does it mean to be a mother? I think the religion, the country where you are, the word mother has a special effect in one's life. Everyone talks about their mother and has these special moments about their mother to share. And at every age, no matter how old, how young you are, you need your mother. Today I would like to talk a few thoughts about my mother. As you all know, and if you know my mom very personally, you would probably agree with what I'm saying. She's a blessed mom. She's a God-fearing mom. She's always taking care of us, and we are always her priority. Her age, health, everything takes second over us. She still thinks that we are little, even though we have our own little ones. She still wants to take over and help us, make sure we are comfortable, and we get what we need. She does everything, every little way she tries to help us. So it's just God's blessing to have her around us. Not only is she a mother to us, but she's a mother to all her grandchildren. And all the grandchildren admire and have a special respect for my mother. And it's not only the care, the loving care that she gives, it's also the spiritual food that she gives them. And for her, an answer to everything is prayer. She believes that everything that we do has to result in prayer, and we have to wait for God's permission and guidance on it. And I thank God for that. I also want to take this opportunity to thank God for the wonderful kids He's given me. I'm not sure, looking at my mom, the bar is too high for me. I don't know if I can reach there. But I'm sure God, with His wisdom and prayers of my parents, we will get there. Growing in a Christian family, growing in a Christian church with all the great women and pastors that we work with, I think we get the special guidance from them. I praise God for that. At this moment, I would like to talk about a few thoughts. What is it to be a godly mother? Right? All of us, I'm sure, realize how honored and blessed we are to be given this great opportunity and responsibility of being a mother. The most magnificent feature of God's work is the creation, the miracle of life. God has given this opportunity to bring this miracle into this world. Our responsibility doesn't end there. That's the beginning of our responsibility. As God instructs in Genesis chapter 1, 28, be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth. I would like to praise God for the honor, as I said, right? It's the highest honor that God has granted to a woman. And I would like to focus a few thoughts about Mary, the mother of Jesus. She was young, though very simple. She possessed no wealth, fame, or social status. She has been honored throughout the history for her faithful obedience to God. She retained a deep sense of personal unworthiness, sacred silence, self-control, even after he hears God's plan from the angel Gabriel. She was very highly favored of the Lord. Not only did she bore Jesus, but she had nurtured and mothered him for 30 years. She experienced delight in darkness, delight when she had delighted at his birth, when the wise men came to her firstborn's feet to praise, and was guided by the star, bringing these wise men to her firstborn. She also enjoyed and sure brought him in a godly way, God's only Son, Jesus Christ. She experienced darkness when she realized Jesus is on the path for redemption. He calls her woman. She realizes he's on the path and God's plan is on action. Specifically, the last 3.5 years preceding his death. What can we take away from the story of Mother Mary? I think God has chosen her, even though she's simple. There's nothing special about her. But God saw the simple, the obedience. She has this craving. She stands at the cross with the pain, the human pain that she goes through, seeing her son get crucified at the cross, does nothing to stop God's plan. Just stands there, crying, praying, and feeling the pain that her son goes through. So that is the obedience that God expects us. We get worried when our kids get sick. We get worried with our jobs. But I think the answer to everything and the lesson that we learn from Mary's life is to pray, be obedient, and let God's will happen in our lives. I think as little kids, and many of us talked about it, right? Children look at us, and especially the mother. They start their day with mom. They end their day with mom. They look at us. We are monitored every time. We are monitored with our actions, our talks, how we talk, what we do. I think we are the best example. We need to carry this legacy and make sure the children carry this forward for generations together. And I think we have a good lesson that we have to learn from Mary and focus on our life accordingly. Are we really prepared, or are we limping to the finish line? I think that's the burden that I have on all the mothers. And I think this